How's it going? Who have you got? We've got Nightlight, Skins, Fruits, Gundy, and Dozzle and Leopard. You didn't get pre-warned, Leopard. You got post-warned yesterday. Because when my internet died, I went back through the messages that sent, and you sent something really fucking awful, Leopard. So I warned you then. It wasn't a pre-warn, it was a post-warn that you've only just seen now. What, you get your fucking facts straight, you stupid cunt. What was it? I can't fucking remember, mate. It was yesterday. SK, welcome in. It's good to see you. Welcome in, folks. Hope you're doing good. We're going to play some Thank Goodness You're Here today. I'm starting a little bit earlier than usual today as well because I'm finishing a little bit earlier today. So I thought I would like to finish this or get as close to finishing it as possible, given that it's probably a game that I'm going to be really shit at, which will be a good laugh. Also set up a thing in Streambot that starts a prediction as soon as I start the stream. So will there be a nutcracker today? Now someone's put 10 points on no, and it's really sad to see actually, because someone's put 700 points on no just again then, and that is really sad to see because those of you in my Discord, which you all should be really if you think about it, there was a little bit of insider trading where I did say that it is pretty much a guarantee that there's going to be a nutcracker today because I've got a tracked Royal Mail parcel that says it's going to turn up between 8:49 and 12:49. And given the fact that it's currently 9:16 and they've not been yet, it's pretty much a guaranteed yes. So someone's just lost 710 channel points there. I'm really sorry. We will be doing a live unboxing, provided it comes in time. Absolutely not, SK. It's your fault, mate. I'm so sorry, mate. It is your fault though. It's a shame. You'll be able to get it back next time, maybe. So I've set that up, so at the start of every stream it'll do that, and I don't have to sort of do it every single time, it just does it automatically. And you can't even gamble because you live in a fucking backwards country, which is funny. So there we go, folks. Thank goodness you're here. Let's play it, folks. I'm a little bit, I think I've said before, I'm a little bit sort of, ultra welcome in, by the way, I hope you're doing good. I'm a little bit hesitant about this game. I think it'll be fine, but I've seen tiny bits of it, and I'm worried it's going to be a bit too sort of quirky, kind of. I don't know. It feels like it might be a bit of sort of Rick and Morty humor, and I'm not entirely sure if that is going to be the case or not. So we'll see. I mean, it's a good point, Skins. It is a very good point. Whatever. I stand by what I said. No Skins. No. Only to view Nerdmo's Graffiti Wall Discord channel, which I on principle refuse to. I've muted the channel now, unfortunately for Nerdmo. I've muted the channel. And I'm probably going to leave the Discord as well, to be honest with you, because I just don't feel welcome there anymore. The fact that I have to sort of verify my identity to sort of use the main chatting room. It's a real fucking shame. I use yours. Can always do Scrandal's tier list of bullying if the game sucks. I mean, you say that, Nightlights, but it has been done 100 times before, so we've got to try something new. Who does that think? I haven't got a clue. Ultra fucking ID police. It's madness. A fucking not safe for work tag on the graffiti wall, which is, as far as I can remember, like the tamest Discord channel that I've ever been in. Good morning, Wisecrack. Welcome in. Hope you're good. Let's play the game, folks. Adar from town, dead right. Oh, that's funny. I fucking hate the word supper. You can't hear this? That's funny. Let's fix that then. You can't hear that. You can now. When she saw the signs of it, he had the ladies. Go on then, Faff. Alright, let's Faff. Okay. Master volume. We'll have to see what that's like, folks. You just have to let me know. Fucking doxed my monitor there, by the way. Full screen or windowed, and there's no sort of there's no in between. I am gonna have to put this in windowed, and then hang on a second. Well, we'll just stick it in full screen. Audio advice. Game will get away 3. That is correct. Yeah, that is correct. Good stuff. Let's go. Let me know about the levels, folks. It might be really fucking loud. Please do let me know. Can we pause it halfway through the intro?
Tiny Tums, Tiny Pies. You simply won't get tinier.
Peas. Not quite peas, not quite beans, but something special in betweens.
Do you see what I mean about the Rick and Morty humour?
Barbara, get the big plates out.
Oh, Nigel.
Give your wife the best. Give her Big Ron's big pies.
Come on down to watch his bed hole, where we have an ample variety. So give us
Bammy Bazzers, Buttery Nubs. Bammy Bazzers, Buttery Nubs. Bammy Bazzers, Buttery Nubs. Bammy Bazzers, Buttery Nubs.
Family. Romance. Pit. Visit Bandsworth. It's rate good.
So that's Bandsworth. Strange place, I know, but they need what we're selling, see? I've got you a meeting with the Lord Mayor today, so don't miss that bus. Are you listening? Get going! What are you still doing here, boy? Get out!
Am I meant to be pressing something now? Is this some Rick and Morty shit? Says why is crack. I'm worried, folks. I'm really worried by that. That was the intro to the game. I also don't seem to be able to press anything at the moment. Oh, enter. Oh, it's okay. Right, we're in, folks. We're in.
Bands with the weights, boy!
It's definitely not. I mean, you say that, Night Lights, but that intro was. I mean, literally, there were several episodes of Rick and Morty that use that exact format. Unfortunately. We'll see how it goes, folks. I do feel bad sort of not laughing at all during the intro because Nightlight's gifted me this. And to not laugh at all during the intro sort of feels like I'm sort of spitting in Nightlight's face going, you thought that I thought this would be funny. Okay, folks, let's faff. What are the controls? WASD, jump and slap. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm going to need another top up of the ladder.
We'll have to see, folks. We'll see. It's early doors. It's early doors.
Good
We're
grief,
out.
lad. The front door's right there.
Good
Bring
grief.
them stories up for crying out loud.
Kieran, welcome in. Top 5 items, PS5, Air Fryer, ChatGPT, skinny Wasians. I don't know what that means. Lotus Biscuit Cheesecake, welcome into. Is the game too loud, folks? It's too loud. Thanks for letting me know, folks. Okay, let's turn that right down. How loud? How loud is too loud? Let me know what this is like. That's too loud as well, isn't it? I can immediately fucking see that. How about this, folks? Let's see what this is like. I can turn it back up by 1 if needs be. I was going to say something, but wasn't interesting, so I won't bother. It's fine, check again when the music stops, yeah. If you can turn the music volume down, maybe that would be nice. We'll see. Thank goodness you're here. It's the name of the game.
Sorry, love. Mr. Mayor's
Good
in the
morning,
meeting.
North Brothers. Good
We won't
morning,
be free
TM.
for another
Welcome.
few hours yet. But if you just sit there, I'll let you know when he's ready. All right, love.
What are we saying now? Is it alright now? Voice too quiet. So can you just turn the music down in this? No, you can't. That's good. Came out last year, this game. Right, we're going to have to just meet in the middle then. and do that. Maybe. And just see what happens then. Can't get in there. Perfect. We'll see, folks. We can always readjust it. I don't know if there's any more of those little cutscenes or anything like that. So, some pigeons.
Good morning, little fella.
Hi, mate. You alright? Speak up, mate. Says Tall Nerd TV. You talking to me? You talking to me, Tien?
I can never think of what to put on this.
What?
Not gonna lie, I stopped washing my hair every day. The most I do is a trickle bit of water on it and my hair looks good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm surprised it's readjusted to it that quickly. It's nice to hear though.
Morning.
Morning. No jokes, 9 till 5. Well, given that it's 9:26, we're not any fucking jokes in this so far. That is probably true. That was a little joke for you. I've got to be honest, folks. I find it a little bit fucking offensive. There has been jokes with just golf. I mean, thanks for just sort of building on my joke, Leopard, there, and completely just fucking stamping out the fire. With what was a completely unnecessary addition to it. It's what I do best. You're better than that, Leopard, actually, I would say. Now what? This is really sour. I'm just worried, folks. I thought there was going to be at least one bit in the intro that I found funny, and just sat there with a face like a smacked arse. Good morning, Ree. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Ree, have you got any jokes? Because we're in dire need of some, I think. You got an older woman's number. Let's go. Oh, that's good. Your grandma's, or she got a new phone? So many people in the park, yeah. Funny sign. Do you reckon anyone's laughed at that? Do you reckon anyone's played this and seen that and it says funny sign and they've actually gone? That's it is a knee slapper, isn't it? Some of the lads in Greg Wallace's chat room are saying Knight's made a big mistake picking this game. I mean, he hasn't picked this game for me to stream. He did gift me it a while back. And the other thing is that I was going to watch Nerdmo play this and I didn't because I thought I'm going to stream this.
We'll be open in a minute, fellas.
Can I just say this is exactly what I was hoping for? Is it Knights? Is it really? It's exactly what you were hoping for. Are you just saying that? We'll see, folks. We'll see if something funny happens. Folks, this game is 16 quid, by the way. Just want to point that out. I saw an article about this game on BBC News when it came out. What? I don't really know what it is, really. It's called Thank Goodness You're Here, and it's like a game where it's like set in Yorkshire. But aside from that, I don't. All we've sort of had so far, really, is like this sort of Rick and Morty type sequence, which has really soured me on it. Which I'm a little bit Yorkshire, yeah, that is funny. That is funny, isn't it? Mother Meg's buttery goods. No, I don't know. I don't know what you meant by that either, Ree. But I'll gloss over it. You've built up a lot of goodwill in here, I think, Ree.
Over here. Thank goodness you're here.
So
I
I'll let you
spy a
off.
shiny tuppence down this here runoff. But more fool me, my arm has become trapped.
Right.
Perhaps you might see about sourcing some lubrication that I might slip free. I need something greasy to slip me out of
Okay.
here.
It's based on Barnsley, Kieran. It's based on not to sort of like again just stamp out the fire of your joke there, but it is actually based on Barnsley because I think that's where the people who wrote it are from.
Somewhere.
So it's not even the good part of Yorkshire. This is South Yorkshire, which is the sort of guff end of Yorkshire. Like there's sort of no redeeming qualities. No offense, people from Sheffield or Barnsley or whatever. You've got a Boltonian staying at yours this weekend. Oh, that's nice, Leopard. That's nice.
Silly me.
Ultra says this is 5 out of 5 in The Guardian. The pie men, the town drunk, the milk shy child, all trapped in quiet personal hells that just happen to be hilarious to the rest of us. And and herein lies the problem, folks. And I think what you've put there, Ultra, is just a little copy paste job, which is really nice. That sounded sarcastic, and it's not actually. But I think that's actually summed up my potential issues with this game. It's the sort of game that people who read The Guardian would find funny. And so we'll have to see. When Nerdmo played this, were they like laughing at it and stuff? If anyone watched that, because what I would hate to do is sort of go, anyone who finds this funny is a prick, and then have can't remember. I have got. I think I looked at it yesterday. I think there's like I got 3 or 4 people on Steam who've played this. I also don't know what I'm doing, folks. Tony's parked fans. Nick's bricks. That's good.
Nick's bricks, come get your bricks.
Okay, you know what? I'll fucking give them that. That is a stupid little joke. I quite like that. I'll give them that. That is quite funny, that. Like. Nerdmo, go live, please. Wait, fuck off.
I'm sorry, sir. We're
Leopard.
closed this morning. Because this dolt has lost my keys. And
Right.
now we've got to wait for that useless locksmith.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Meg. What am I like?
Colin, you are the most work-shy fop I've ever had.
Order of Events played this, then logged off the Discord. Do you reckon they're related?
Ooh.
Right, so we need keys from a locksmith first of all.
Down for Meg and Chris pasty, but Meg's isn't open.
What a doll.
Poor
All right,
Charlie.
give it a
Hope he
turn.
gets that tuppence.
Oof.
Is this what it's like over there? Not in the slightest, Skins. Not in the slightest. And this is another thing. I think people that are not from Yorkshire have perhaps played this and are sort of laughing because it's like, oh, this is what Yorkshire's for. It's not. There's no little people like with like fucking Simpsons skin running around. Drunk driver. That's quite funny. I'll give them that as well. 2 jokes, folks. 2 jokes. Should you have a joke counter on the stream? On 2 so far. So we need a locksmith, like a laugh counter, yeah. Dr. Bum Bum. See, it's a bum twice.
Oh, silly me.
Do you reckon they sat around a writer's table and thought, what's the funniest thing we can put on this statue? I've got a great idea. I've got a really good idea. Everyone's going to love it. Everyone's going to love it. What is it, mate? Get this. Dr. Bum. And then they sit and laugh at it for a bit and then they go, hang on a second. I've got an even better idea. Wait for it. Wait for it. Because you said Dr. Bum. Yeah. Remember you said Dr. Bum earlier and we were laughing about that. What about if we just... What about if we... What if we just... What if we just... What if we put bum twice? Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Oh, imagine. Oh, what would they think? What are we like? What are we like? Give me the key. So that's got to be the... Oh, here we go. The thumb it in. That's quite... Yeah, I'll get... That's 2.5 laughs.
What?
How about a cobbler's pint, eh?
What's a gobbler's pint then?
It's like a normal pint. But I take both my shoes off.
I'd love to, Ronnie, but the beer's coming out all flat.
Flat? Well, why don't you go down into the cellar and knock a few bottles about?
Slim chance of that. I don't even know how to get downstairs.
You can't get downstairs in your own blinking time.
Cards Against Humanity Court.
Well,
Yeah.
Florence normally does it.
Did you have to get rid of it since I started showing up? I can't remember what that was in reference to. Wisebreak, I'm so sorry. Currently there's 17 people playing this game and you're one of the... I think, Kieran, this game sort of had its like zeitgeist shortly after it came out. Presumably when all the people who read The Guardian read that fucking review and then bought it. I am a latecomer to this game. Just like I was with the Goose Game. And can we say with the Goose Game, folks? With the Goose Game, can we all sort of agree that the sort of... I did say this yesterday, but like the sort of collective hype for that game when it came out in lockdown, which probably like exacerbated the hype somewhat, was pretty much completely unjustified. Are we okay saying that? Because it's not that good. It was fine. I think Fruits, you said it to me yesterday actually, it's a one game playthrough. You play it once and that is it. I just thought there'd be more to it. I thought it'd be more puzzly and all that sort of thing. Maybe a bit fucking moody today, folks. We'll do some Stream Racer later if you finish this. Or if we get sick of this. Whichever one comes first. Do you have a bum if there's just one cheek, do you think? I would have thought so, Wisecrack. I don't see why not. I mean, we can't be sort of gatekeeping, can we? Or bum keeping. Or what have you. Cool. I'm in. Matt, welcome in. Good to see you. How's it going? Apparently the people who make this from Barnsley, I don't know if it's a comment on managed decline or an expression of self-hatred. Yeah, this is what I was saying, Fruits. I don't know. I don't know. Which makes it slightly more offensive to me. I think. And I never knowingly would have bought a game that was made by people from Barnsley, to be honest with you. The last time I think I played a game developed by people in South Yorkshire was that fucking Snake Pass. If you remember that, which I played for all of about 25 minutes.
Every morning I wake up, kind of lager,
Did not like it.
wee.
Leopard, you loved that game though for some reason.
For my morning bath.
Great game. What is that, mate?
You need steady hands to be a locksmith.
Imagine only having one. It is embarrassing, isn't it, really? Couldn't be me. Are we just... Just finished my skincare. Very good.
You were just talking about my morning pint. I think I'll take it now, please.
Right you are, Ronnie. Another morning.
The end of Goose Game made me happy. The end of me playing Goose Game, or the end of Goose Game generally, because I didn't finish it. If you remember, because I was like, I don't want to do just this stupid fetching anymore.
What's he like, eh?
I really thought Goose Game was going to be a bit more sandboxy and just like you can just sort of fuck about and do what you like sort of thing, but
Ronnie's a character.
I thought it was going to be almost like you sort of goat simulator type thing. But it's a bit more, what's the word? Sort of linear. But it has a decent control scheme. Great control scheme. Goose Game. So did I get the keys then? I assume I did. I think the Goose Game was charming. The Goose Game is charming, but it's just like gameplay wise, having never seen it before, I just thought there'd be more to it. If that makes sense. I just thought it would play out a bit differently. Do you know what I mean? No, I've got plenty of whimsy skins. I've got so much whimsy. It's just I don't know. I just don't think that a little Yorkshire fella going "Tiny Toms, tiny pies" is really that funny.
Thanks for fetching that, Ronnie lad. I'd offer you.
It's not my kind of humour.
Help yourself to out front back though. Darling! What on earth are you doing with that mop, boy?
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Meg. My mum's got me back on the mercury again.
Give me strength.
Right. Is this the one that Larry streamed when he actually streamed? What, Goose Game TN? I don't know. Is that if that's what we're talking about here? I can't remember. This is a series of 90s Flash animations. It does feel a bit like that, doesn't it? This does feel like if this was made into a sort of YouTube like web series, like fucking Weebles stuff or whatever it was back then, it probably would have done quite well.
Oh, you found me. I'm the Fridge Stoat, and I'm awfully frigid. Ah, no, I jest. I'm actually the town vole, if you catch my meaning.
Badger, yeah. That's what this is reminding me of. It's reminding me of that sort of Weeble stuff that I used to watch when I was about 9. If anyone remembers that sort of thing, where you had like, there's like Mr. Christmas Pudding for a head, and that was the joke. It was a fella that had a Christmas pudding for a head. And also like cat face, and it's just a big cat face that goes around. And you sort of look back at it now and go, what? Epic narwhal bake, yeah. Penguin of Doom holds up Spork XD.
Ooh, hello.
Newsgrounds, yeah. They ever use Newsgrounds? Oh, the Snake game, sorry. Leopard streamed the Snake Pass, yeah.
Rightio, chaps. Ready for one last tug?
My spoon is too big, Joe, welcome in. I've not thought about that for the best part of 20 years.
3, 2, 1.
I love Cafe. That stuff was good because first of all, it was like,
What's this?
you hadn't really seen stuff like that before. Whereas this is like 20 years later, and it's like that, and that's why it comes across as a bit sort of awkward. But also,
What a wishing well.
we were like 9 when we enjoyed that. Look at my horse. The Kenya one was good. I like that. Some of them, they were genuinely, they were really good. But like, this is what I mean. I was 9 years old, and also it was the first sort of stuff like that we were sort of exposed to. Do you know what I mean? The Kenya one, yeah. The lions in Kenya. And that stuff's good because you know what? It's still in my head 20 years later. Joe, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Back then it was good because I was an actual child. Yeah. If this game, like... Is this game meant for kids? Or is it sort of that thing where it's sort of meant for kids but not kids? And what I mean by that is it's basically just kid friendly, but at some point there's going to be loads of knobs in it or something like that. And the sort of joke is that there's knobs and then you have to laugh at the knobs.
Do you think it'll work this time, Jasper? Oh dear.
Ugh, it's no use, Marge. I don't think this thing's worked in quite a while.
Sounds like
How
Ultra.
have you been cooking
Sorry, I
fish
don't know
and
where that
chips
came from.
all this time?
Oh, I just do a cold fry usually. Whoa.
Hang on a minute.
It's fine, folks. You can say all these people sound like me, apart from this fella.
Oh, don't tell me it's been pinched.
Oh, it's the Scottish one. Scottish is funny, isn't it?
Senile old fishmonger bish down at the market. You better get down there and find it, or it'll be cold chips till the cows come home.
And you can tell the voice actor for that is not actually Scottish,
Oh.
because
it
he
looks
sounds like
an
me
English
doing a Scottish
person.
accent.
No, no.
Cyberbullying is just a little bit, just a little bit.
I didn't walk right for a week
Um,
last time, and that vinegar smell's only just washed out.
So
Gave
yourself.
him the truth. Oh shit, sorry. I tell you what though, it's a good vessel for us to have a laugh, if that makes sense. Oh, wet chips. Health and safety rating piss poor. Kids still just eat some of your mum's. That I'll give them that. That's quite funny. I'll give them that. Pay the Rangers fan haggis. Oh no. Oh dear.
Both toes on the brake, hands at 7:30, ever so gently, put your best foot forward. Oh, that's okay. I couldn't get it quite right my first 48 times either.
It's nothing like walking this.
I don't know, like, I'd love to sit here and say, like, oh yeah, they're actually trying, it's trying something here that we're just sort of not aware of, and it's sort of like, there's several tiers of irony to this that has just not been made clear to us. But I genuinely think, like, they thought Dr. Bum Bum was funny, and then put that in. I don't think there's, like, anything else, sort of. Like I said, if The Guardian finds it 5 stars.
Ah, thank goodness you're here. If you're looking for something to do, that middle aisle is your right state. Can you straighten it up for us?
It's like Little Britain for Gen Z. It's a little bit, isn't it? That accent was someone from the East Coast doing the West Coast accent. It's like nice to me, yeah. You could tell he was going for that sort of like Billy Connolly type sort of.
I better call Mother.
What's the word? Can't think of the word now. We can't go further than that way. The entire punchline just. This is why I find it a little bit fucking offensive. I think there's sort of maybe a game about Yorkshire you could make that's funny. Dare I say? I know that's might be a big ask, and someone might say you couldn't do any better, and I probably fucking couldn't. But the point is that I'm aware that I couldn't, and I wouldn't bother fucking trying. Do I feel ridiculed? I don't feel ridiculed by it, because it's not really. I never grew up in like one of these sort of working class South Yorkshire town. I've grown up in Leeds.
Would you like it? Here you go. Ah, I've dropped it. That's okay. I've got another. Ah, I've dropped it again. It's alright. I've got some more inside. Back in a mo.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't feel directly sort of attacked by this, but I sort of am aware of the perceptions of it, perhaps. I'm not genuinely offended by it, I should say. I'm not like, this is actually upsetting and problematic and all that sort of, it's not.
I'm looking for tits.
Right, he said tits, folks. I mean, I've said that before. So, it has been done, really. At the end of the day. What's this about? I don't really know. Skins, it feels like a sort of vessel for jokes, and that's it. But when I'm saying jokes, I'm sort of... This is it, Skins. This is it, and this is what I mean by, like, it's sort of like Ultra said, The Guardian rated it 5 stars. It's that sort of thing that I think would appeal to maybe the middle class to sort of go, aren't we all like this? Despite the fact they've never lived in a town like this.
Oh, knocking on my door, is it?
Oh, this is British culture, despite the fact they wouldn't ever fucking set foot in Barnsley. I've been through Barnsley. And every time, like on the train, and every time I go through Barnsley, my thought is, it sounds bad, but my thought is like, fucking hell, this is a shithole. Like, it is genuinely, like, it just looks depressing, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know what it's actually like in there, but it's just sort of, it's just rows and rows of dull houses. Do you know what I mean? Is this Russian anti-British propaganda? It might well be. I did sort out the shelf there. This is things that are British. I've seen 40,000 Blackadder. Yeah. I mean, there's part of me that is sort of wondering, like, why we're sitting here just sort of taking the piss out of this instead of actually doing something that we enjoy doing. But I think we're at the point where we can sort of... Why did I lose my channel points? I don't know, Knights. I didn't fucking take them away from you. I didn't take them away from you, Michael. I'm gonna gift you a game that's equally British in spirit. It's called Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, please, mate. So, it's about imperialism, yeah. Our finest export.
Hey. Oi.
Do you just keep smacking this fella till he loses his sandwich? A nation of shopkeepers, yeah. What's this here? Oh, there's a butterfly up there.
Orphanages? I'm not fussy. Oh. Ah. Oh.
That would have been funnier had I talked to him again the first time round. Never mind. I'm going to gift you a game that's just like this, but has full penetration. What's it called, Wisecrack? I'll just buy it myself. Sex with Ogre. If I ever do like a final stream on Twitch, that is what I will be playing. Sex with Ogre.
Hello, lovey.
Can I point out that I got an email. I gifted TN that game at Christmas, and he rejected it. And I think I got an email back, and it said like from Steam, and it says Tool No TV has rejected your gift, and it says like message why, and it just says I don't want sex with Ogre.
No luck finding Bish, no? He'll be down at his stall in the market.
Fucking ungrateful bastard. Can you try gifting that to me again? I've changed my mind. Fucking bite yourself.
Salty old cod.
I wasn't listening to what you were saying then.
He won't shut up about them tools.
Tools, right, okay, we need some tools then. Sex with Ogre is TN's visit to the in-laws. Good grief. Where has that come from? Goodness me. I'll go to the market, he said. Right, where the fuck's the market? Thanks, Lem. That is backseating though, so it's a 10-minute timeout for you because I didn't fucking ask, did I? Stupid prick. I do like how the little guy changes sizes. It's a good point, Nice. He does change sizes sometimes, so actually, this game is good. Because he changes. I'll give a positive review on Steam. The little fella changes sizes sometimes. 5 stars. I don't even know where the fucking market is. It's not this way, is it? Mrs. Ultra watched 28 years later last night and never said a single thing during the scenes with the giant cock. I'm not familiar that was a thing. Spoiler alert, by the way, there, Ultra. There's a big cock in that film. There's no point me fucking watching it now, is there, now that I know that? Are the in-laws super nanny seeing it? Fucking you, super nanny left. What are you on about? Constantly. Never fucking shut up about it. Let it go. Let it go, mate. It's fine. So we must be going... Where's the market? I am sour today. There's an alternate universe where this game was funny, and we're playing this and we're having a laugh at the game, but I'm not, and so I'm having to sort of... You know what I am? I'm waiting for fucking Royal Mail to turn up so I can do this fucking croc unboxing. Which will be the highlight of the stream. But the last notification I got for them is that last night it was in the Midlands. It is turning up today though. It's on Royal Mail 24 tracked. So I would know what to do, folks, if I was listening. To be fair, I would know exactly what to do if I was listening. Laffy's FYP is a Joe Frost fan cam. Oh, Sophie, welcome in. By the way, I didn't say hello to you before. You said thank goodness you're streaming and I glossed over it and because I was reading something else out, or I was being a prick. And I'm really sorry about that. Genuinely, how do you get back to the market here? Because you can only go in here. And you can only go up to there. It's in the Midlands and it's on my bloody feet, mate. We'll fucking take them off your bloody feet, mate. I don't think they'll fit your feet, Sophie, no offence. I mean, I genuinely have no idea what size feet you are. But something tells me you're probably not a size 9. Now I'm talking about feet. You will be getting a shot of me with them on my feet, folks, by the way. So just set up your NVIDIA replays and all that sort of thing accordingly for when that happens. Do you know it's Yorkshire Day today? Genuinely, is it, Matt? Is it genuinely Yorkshire Day today? Is it actually 1st of August? 1st of August, folks. Bandcamp Friday, by the way, which I did say yesterday, and before someone pointed out it was Thursday. 9 is tiny wisecrack, considering I'm 6'2" as well. I have got quite small feet. But you know what they say about people with small feet. You definitely know wisecrack. Are we hopping over this? I saw a post on LinkedIn that suggested it was. Happy fucking Yorkshire Day, folks. What fucking better way to say it? Is it actually Yorkshire Day? Yeah, it is as well. Happy Yorkshire Day, folks. What fucking better way to spend it than this this. I hadn't even planned that either. Every day's bloody Yorkshire Day. Yeah, for me it is, unfortunately. I genuinely don't know how to get back to the market, folks. I've been everywhere in here. What do you call those alleys behind buildings in Yorkshire? I would call them a ginnel, Matt, but it kind of... there's... It depends, I think. I think it depends on the specific type. Like a ginnel is a very specific type of one, I think. Possibly. Snicket. I've never say snicket. I just don't like that as a word. A Tedgy. You've made that up, Leopard. You've made that up. And once again, folks, we've fucking pivoted to the what do you call this where you're from section of the stream. Which we all sit and sort of roundly criticise. When we see it on like Facebook of like people going, oh, I call it a bread bun and I call it a barm and all that sort of thing. But here we are once again, folks. What do you call a little alleyway? There's no way you call it a tedgy there, but I'm not having that. Things are all called the same things in the place where I'm from. As they fucking should be, Skins. One word for everything, please. It's ridiculous that we've got so many words, yet there's some words that mean two things. Just have one word for everything. Can't wait to put my Crocs on and pop over to the fucking Arndale to celebrate, yeah. Joel sent me a picture the other day because he was in Manchester. And he went to the Manchester Arndale car park. Oh, here we go, folks. I fucked up. It's up here. Does anything happen on Yorkshire Day, or is it one of those symbolic dates no one cares about? By and large, Ultra, it is one of those symbolic dates no one really cares about. But there will be like your little sort of Tory villages will be having little sort of events and that, like little, maybe like a little parade or a fete or something like that. But
What have we got here then?
Generally speaking, though, Morris dancing
Don't worry,
possibly.
little fella. I'll pop me down the apples and pears in a jiffy.
But like if you went into like Leeds City Centre, there'd be fuck all. There'd be nothing. It's more your sort of little market towns.
Ah, a fine mess.
And that kind of thing.
No bother there, young man.
That will do a
Help
sort
yourself
of...
to some scrambled bread.
Because to them, Yorkshire is like the Yorkshire Dales. And like the little market towns and the sort of quaint village living. And all that sort of thing. Despite the fact that Yorkshire's quite obviously a lot more than that. Apparently including whatever the fuck this is.
I better get a dustpan and bush.
Except soda, which was randomly called pop by a degenerated midway. I don't like the word pop. I don't like the word soda either. I just call it a fizzy drink.
Hey.
I'd never call it pop. Just sounds like something kids would say, doesn't it? And once again, he said something that I wasn't paying attention to. Bidding on the corn exchange, yeah. They ginnel in my city apparently, but no one actually calls it that. We either call it an alley or a side path. Yeah. It's one of them things, isn't it? The IRA bomb at the Arndale Shopping Centre in Manchester is the reason Manchester is so gentrified today. In this presentation, I will. Quite possibly, mate. Oh, there we go. Yorkshire to me is the Park Hill Flats in Sheffield.
I've been sucking this pipe all morning. I haven't got a drop out of it. Little Tomantha here has nearly crusted over. We need to dampen that topsoil pronto.
Okay. MGM, welcome in. How's it going? I mean, I'm doing all right. How are you? How's it as a whole going? Probably could be going better.
Now LD.
But that's fine. I've played worse. I've played worse. I've played Medieval Trading Simulator, folks. It won't compare to that. So we just got to knock all the taps. This is really quite a shallow experience, isn't it? It really is. It really, really is. We call the walkway between houses here gangways. A gangway is something else here, Joe. A gangway. I don't know actually. Would the gangway not be sort of like an aerial sort of walkway? Perhaps. You don't really. I don't know. You don't really hear that. Don't really use the word gangway here. I don't think. I'm not sure. What in the heck of Barnsley is? At least you've clocked that it's based on Barnsley, which is good. That's something, I suppose. He's sucking on the pipe, Zinger. Yeah. It's funny that, isn't it? Gangway's a proper nautical term as well. I think that's how they use it here, like one of those elevated platforms. Yeah.
Thank goodness you're there, lad. This store's a right mess. You wasn't hand setting it up, weren't you? I do it myself, but me gout's playing up.
Oh, a fine scene.
Wow.
Jasper, I've no idea how that got there.
Aye, pull the other one. Passing off my spanner as a stiff kipper, is it?
But we've been friends for 40
Oh, you're familiar with it, that's fair.
Why on earth would I betray?
Do you like this sort of game, MGM? Do you like this game?
Why don't you spare me the excuse,
Just out of
you
interest.
fat trout? I'm taking this back to my toolbox, where it belongs.
I'm loving hating on this. There's something about it. There's something about it that is very enjoyable to sort of just kind of shit on it. It's making me feel very sort of good about myself and superior and all that sort of thing. Like, I'm actually above this, folks.
Have you heard about Big Ron's?
What's he done?
No pies.
No pies?
I know, that's what I said, I know. On a Thursday morning, no less.
On a Thursday morning. What are you gonna do?
Well, I don't know, but I'd eat pie for tea.
Oh, of course you do. Why don't you ask out Beverly to make you one?
Oh, I suppose we do that jar of mustard that needs using.
Well, there you go then. I'll be round at 6.
Well, you're not invited.
Seb, welcome in. Good to see you. And not a moment too soon. Look, that guy probably plays bagpipes and wears a kilt. Yeah. Yeah, he's Scottish, which is funny in itself.
Doug's the name, rugs are the game.
And that is sort of like, I think that is the humour of this game. I think they're sort of relying too much on the fact that like the Yorkshire accent is funny in itself to people. Whereas to me, this is just like, this is just how people talk. And I don't mean that in a sort of like, I find this offensive because you're sort of trying to make a joke out of how people talk, right? But it's more of a just like, I don't find this funny because I'm used to 28 years of hearing people talk like this every day. It wears off after a while.
Oh, wow, hold on. Me fish pop. What's all this about then?
Genuine outside cities, I separate England up into vague geographical districts by how serious they are about beer and ales. We're quite serious about it here, Ultra, in sort of West/North Yorkshire. I don't live far from Ilkley, if you're familiar. The Ilkley, they have a lot of, I think there's a brewery there. I can't remember the name of. I think it might literally just be called Ilkley Brewery, I don't know. What does the British need to hate on something one today? Yeah, quite possibly. Yorkshire, yeah, Yorkshire's dead serious about ales and that sort of thing. Which is great for me. Really great for me, considering I just want a Ribena. You have no idea how much of a prick I felt like when I went to the pub a couple of months ago. and ordered an apple juice. But I'm at that period of my life where I'm just like, I might as well just fucking ask for this, because who gives a shit? They might think it's ironic, and if they do, fair enough. Everyone around me's got like a big fucking pint of fucking paint thinner or whatever. And I'm like, you know what, I'll just have an apple juice. Because you know what apple juice, the thing with apple juice is, it kind of looks like a flat beer. So you can almost get away with it looking like a beer. Pint of apple juice. Genuinely, yeah, I did. Genuinely got a pint of apple juice. I don't think it was a pint, actually. I think it might have been a half pint. A pint of apple juice would have been too much. If there was a Dunglish version of this game, would you enjoy it more? It would have to be... Do you know what? If this game was like you've said there, if it was like taking the piss out of Dutch people and they were all speaking like Dunglish and all that sort of thing, I probably would find it funny. I think part of the reason I don't like this is because I'm obviously from Yorkshire, and therefore a lot of this stuff is... There's no sort of part of this that is sort of making me sort of go like... Oh yeah, we do say that. We do that, don't we? That's quite funny. I've never really thought about it like that. There's none of that. It's not sort of pointing anything out. It's not sort of pointing anything sort of unusual out or whatever. Don't know where I'm going, folks. It's kind of like listening to Skinwalkers mimicking a British accent, actually. Yeah. I thought you meant Skins in the chat there, but they changed the username, didn't they? Confused me for a second. Sweet paint thinner, yeah. I can't. I really fucking wish that I liked like beer and stuff as well. Because like I said, living in Yorkshire, it is kind of like a... It's like a social thing, isn't it? Almost. No, we're getting better at that though, to be fair. Like as a society, we're getting better at that sort of like relying on having a pint to sort of like have a social event. But when I was at uni, for example, I was pretty much locked out of doing anything sort of social, because it kind of all relied on like, oh, we're gonna go to a pub and have a drink. And I don't even like pubs, folks. I genuinely don't like going to the pub. It's too loud. It's too fucking smelly. I genuinely, like, I would rather be anywhere else. I don't know if that's just me or not.
No more dinner guests.
Can't believe that big run, no pie.
A virgin cider. As someone once said to me. Yeah, I'll call it that next time. Oh, here we go. If it's yellow, that's juice, fella. If it's brown, you're in cider town. Which is weird, though, because the cider that I've had previously in my life has not been brown. In fact, a lot of it's been clearer than apple juice. With zeros on top. But I don't even like the taste of zeros, is the thing. Like, it's not the alcohol bit of it that I don't like. It's literally just the taste of it. It's like the sort of like, I don't know what you call it, like the yeast or the hops or whatever. That's what I don't like.
Hello?
Okay.
Very handsome, my dog.
I like a quiet pub, pool, darts and patter. You just don't really get them here. Like, having said that though, like I said, that time I got an apple juice in the pub, it was midday on a Sunday, and we were pretty much the only people in there, and it was actually quite nice because it wasn't too loud or anything like that. But I don't even think, I'm not even sure it's like a sensory thing of me not liking it because it's too loud. I don't know. I just generally, I mean, maybe it is a little bit, but I just don't like things that are being places that are loud. I don't go to gigs anymore. I think I've said this before. I don't go to gigs anymore because they are too loud. like gigs do sort of overwhelm me a little bit on like a sensory level. There's too many people and it's too loud, and it just sort of, I can't properly enjoy it unless it's like one of those little sit down gigs where you like everyone's just sat down. Like if you're going to watch like Al Stewart or something like that. But if you're going to watch like, I don't know, Oasis as an example, not that I would ever go and do that willingly.
The absolute stink of this.
What's it doing in there? I want a pie.
But
Oh, you've come just in the nick of
like
time.
those ones where you sort of stand up.
Came in as usual. Opened up shop.
I don't like it. People sing along and all that sort of thing. No, I like gigs where you just sit down and fucking listen to them, and then you politely applaud at the end of every song.
Without meat, it's the second most important ingredient.
I'm not a beer consumer myself. I prefer fruit cocktails inside it. I do like a cocktail. I do like a cocktail. I got a cocktail. I can't remember what it was now. It's like a passion fruit cocktail. It was nice. It's like a passion fruit martini or something like that. It was 0 alcohol though, so I think. So it's basically just posh
Yes, of course,
juice.
Mr. One. Right away.
Come on then, lad. Let's be having you.
Purely from a touristy POV, Cornwall's the best place for good pubs. I can imagine, yeah. Ask a barman in Cornwall. What? Cornwall? That's got to be a website, surely. Ask a barman in Cornwall what he's got, and you're in for 5-10 minute yap about 14 different old ales. Yeah, this is the thing as well, because unlike a sort of it's maybe not just a social event of like drinking a beer or anything, but I think I would like to talk about beers. I feel like that is quite an interesting thing to talk about, or to possibly a lesser extent wine as well. Like I genuinely think that. What am I doing here, folks? Cornwall's what I call the most Discord. Oh dear. Oh dear. Lychee cocktails, that sounds nice. Ultra's a big fan of lychee. Likes the lychee mogus. I'm out of here. Cornwall's high level scrumpy. What's scrumpy? Sorry, I've not heard this term in my life. I don't think. Started wearing earplugs to loud shit, and I feel old. But oh, absolutely, Joe. I've got earplugs. Alpine Music Pros or whatever. Those sort of like earplugs that you wear that don't just sort of reduce all the sound to similar, but it reduces just the loud frequency, so it's more bearable. But it's still just too loud as a thing. Unfortunately for me. Oh, dry cider, right. When we say dry cider, are we saying dry as a taste, or are we saying like
no breakfast and now no lunch?
Literally, it's a powder.
Get them fresh, get them warm, get them moist.
Yeah. I never got that when as like a sort of an adjective for a drink when people go it's dry. I feel like I just don't understand that as a term. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
Such a good boy.
Do you know what I mean? But I suppose people probably get that when like I talk about music being creamy. Like I can listen to a song and I can go like this is a really creamy song, and people don't understand what I'm talking about. But there's a certain sort of sonic quality to songs sometimes, especially older songs, that I just find quite creamy. There's ironically one of the creamiest songs I know is by a band called Ambrosia. It's a creamy song, just like the rice pudding. Oh, that fella's got an arse, look. I missed loads of fucking chat here, I'm so sorry. We used to brew elderflower ciders and strawberry ciders, huge percentages of alcohol, 2 of them would fuck you up. I like elderflower. Just make juice. I don't understand this. If you've got elderflowers and strawberries, just make juice. This is why I like the fucking Moomins. Because you get invited to the house and they go like, would you like a glass of raspberry juice? Fucking yes, I would like a glass of raspberry juice. I'm sick of people going, do you want a cup of tea? Do you want a beer? Do you want a strawberry cider? No, I want some juice. Please. A super dry sip of something will make you understand. I'd have to try it. If there's anything that's got no alcohol in that is very dry, feel free to let me know.
Cracky, look at the size of this lad's marrow. Says here that tomatoes are a fruit.
Good that. I'll have a wet white wine, please. Extra wet if you could. Please, barkeep. When I had to endure living in Devon, there was a shop that did scrumpy in 4-pint plastic milk bottles. Fucking lethal shit. I've literally never heard of scrumpy in my life, and you're all talking about it. Like,
Oh, Billy, I knew you'd do this.
this is something that is just like common knowledge. I have to wear headphones whenever I go to the city centre because there's always bass boosted villagers chanting. Can't go to Spoons without being told I'm going to hell at 90 decibels. Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? Juice goes off, absolutely.
You know, I love cucumbers, but I cannot stand a snail. Every time I put one in my mouth, I'm nearly sick. Won't you do me a favour? If you see any snails, give them a clip round the ear hole for me.
Right. Whoever made this game is obsessed with bums. I'm worried. I think it's not that they're obsessed with bums that I'm worried about. It's the fact that they're obsessed with the idea of bums being funny that I'm worried about. And we're supposed to sit here and go, oh, yes, for adults, this.
Ooh, 4 minutes.
5 more minutes. You like the Moomins because you look like one. And once again, Sophie, I will take that as a massive compliment. Thank you very much. Absolutely. Give me freshly squeezed berries. Absolutely, I would fucking love that. Like a nice juice is like you can't get a better drink than a nice juice, can you? Like a proper, like a freshly squeezed juice. Freshly squeezed orange juice, folks, is with one of the best things with bits in as well because I'm a little freak like that. Dry is really meaning not sweet. You can get a super dry wine or something and give it a sip. Maybe something like vermouth. Vermouth. Vermouth? Vermouth? Never heard that pronounced before, I don't think. Interesting that dry means not sweet. I never would have thought about that. I never would have thought that. Wouldn't you just say whatever? What's the opposite of? I don't know. What's the opposite of sweet? Dry. I never would have thought that. I learned about Scrumpy from Team Fortress 2. I've never played Team Fortress 2. This game really is just sort of going around kicking everything, isn't it? Which I don't necessarily hate. There is something to it that is kind of satisfying. Taking my anger out on it. Do you see why this game would be a bit icky if you're from Yorkshire? It's a bit alien. It's. I don't know, Sophie, because I think the way I've talked about, I think I've mentioned it more than like a couple of times now, and I'm worried that people are sort of getting the impression that I'm sort of going, this isn't funny because I'm from Yorkshire and it's not us, sort of thing. Like I want to stress once again, I'm not like offended by this or upset by it. I think there's things about Yorkshire that you can take the piss out of that are funny. Absolutely, of course there is. Especially if you're from Yorkshire. It's just the fact that they've picked like the least funny things to bring up so far. My culture's not a costume. You're absolutely right, it's not. Happy Yorkshire Day though, folks. Feel free to shag a whippet or whatever. Whatever it is we do. Whatever it is you think that we do. Sour? Yeah. Wait, is sour the opposite of sweet though? Because you get sweet and sour. I wouldn't say they're sort of polar opposites. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Have you seen your house in this game yet? No, Sophie. I don't think so, at least. I suppose this game did have you come up from London. Now you're going around kicking and making a mess out of everything. Yeah. If that's not true, then... I think we're looking for a snail, folks. I think they said. Things are fun when they're punching up, punching down, not so much. But I don't think this is sort of punching up or down. I think it's just sort of like wildly flailing about, hoping that it fucking lands. I don't think this is like punching down at all. But at the same time, I don't think it's necessarily sort of punching up. I also think sort of by definition, if you're from Barnsley and you're making a game about Barnsley, it's kind of difficult to punch down because you're not punching down like it, do you know what I mean? Unless it was like some sort of like maybe middle class people from Barnsley that have made this, I'm not sure. But even then, I don't think the sort of big tomato. Is this a pro devolution game? I'm not sure.
Right, so all we need now is fertilizer.
Bit of a mess, isn't it? Listen, I'm the king of silly. I love to be silly, but there must be some structure to it. Haha, bomb doesn't always hit it. This is it, Leopard. This is it. There's a few nice little throwaway jokes in here that they've had, and they've all been on like signs, as opposed to like them saying the things. And even then, it's sort of been like, okay, there's a few funny things here, but I don't think there's enough to make a game out of it. Games like this always feel too safe. Horrible Histories adjacent stuff. Yeah. I would have said Horrible Histories was better than this, to be honest with you. Oh, we're going through here, look. Not punching up or down, it's just windmilling with Richard Osman level patter. This is it. We're honing in on it now, folks. Richard Osman is a name that has been thrown out there by Ultra. Again, I would associate that with sort of like the fact that The Guardian have given this 5 stars. This is the level that it's operating at. It's humour for people who read Richard Osman books.
If even slightly agitated, it will burst and scatter the sea. Fortunately,
it's humour for people who watch Pointless and laugh at Alexander Armstrong's jokes. It's humour for people who like Ian Hislop, like Seamus, apparently. I don't know where that came from. Whether it's true or not, whether that's fucking defamatory, I'm not sure. But someone said it at one point. Graham shags Moss down there, by the way, which is funny. I'll give them that. You can see that just there. I'll give them that. But that is funny. That's the first proper laugh that they've got off me. So it's fully worth the 16 quid, folks. As you can tell. My girlfriend loved Richard. I mean, that's mad, Sophie. In what way? When someone goes, I like Richard Osman, what is it about him that you like? This is what I don't understand. I can't figure out sort of what the redeeming quality of Richard Osman is. Oh, we're doing this. Co-worker humour. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these references that we're making here, Skins, about Richard Osman and The Guardian and stuff, they're very sort of British, and I apologise if you're feeling a bit locked out of it. I wonder if Americans would find this funny, like generally. I wonder. Catching strays every out night is terrible, isn't it?
I can't seem to understand it. I pick up all well, it's it.
and I put it in a bag. And then, next thing I know, it's blooming everywhere. I'll never make puzzle night at this rate. Still, I do love litter.
Graham shags moss. Graham shags moss. Do they read the Temu Agatha Christie books? Oh dear. Oh dear. This game released exactly a year ago today. Did it actually come out a year ago today, Matt? That is a fucking bizarre set of coincidences that I've just decided on a whim to play this today. That is weird, isn't it? Because I read it on Wikipedia. That's really odd. That's a really bizarre coincidence, that. Like, genuinely, folks, we were just talking about this yesterday because we were playing the Goose game. And I thought I might as well play this because Nightlight's gifted me it. Like, I didn't... there was no sort of like, oh, we'll play this because it's Yorkshire Day or whatever. Just weird. It's more like a hair game, like you see something and you don't really smile, you go, move on. Yeah, it's the sort of game that'd be fine to play by yourself, because if you're streaming and you see something that's funny, there's almost like a sort of, you've got a kind of laugh. Whereas if you're by yourself, you don't really have to laugh out loud at anything. Which suits this perfectly. You know? Americans do find this funny because it's haha funny British people being thick. Yeah. I didn't listen to what he was saying, by the way, I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I screen grabbed that and threw it in Graham's Discord. The Morse Shagger. Oh dear. Poor Graham. Sorry, what is going on? What am I doing here? Came out on Yorkshire Day 2024 there. That is correct, Tall Nerd TV. There was no sort of I don't understand why you said that, mate. There was no sort of revelation. Matt said this game came out a year ago today on Yorkshire Day. And then you've gone, it's come out on Yorkshire Day 2024 then. Were you expecting me to sort of go, oh right, oh that makes sense? As if it wasn't a given. I don't know. I could be reading that wrong. I'm sorry. I only heard you say it came out a year ago today. I didn't read, mate. Well, that's your fucking fault, isn't it, you prick? That's your fault. It was implied. I mean, it wasn't even implied, Matt. You literally said it.
What?
You know? Clean up the gutters. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? But I did that. I'm punching that and it's not doing anything. As an American, I think this has too many specific British references for most Americans to get anything out of it. Yeah, that's fair. I wonder if there's like an American equivalent of this, whether I'd find it funny. I don't know. I probably wouldn't, would I? I don't know. Maybe it's more... maybe it's easier to... and don't twist my words here or take this out of context because you all fucking know what I mean by it, but maybe it's funnier to sort of find the foibles in other people's cultures rather than your own. And when I say cultures, I'm talking about like American culture. Someone's going to go, Americans don't have culture. You do, but it's just a bit shit. Culture doesn't necessarily imply interesting, even though it sort of does, because you sort of say someone's like cultured or whatever. Who just be Cards Against Humanity? Yeah. Yeah. The American equivalent of this is some of those Jackbox games that you get. Try punching the pipe below the gunk. Oh, can you stand on it? Oh. Didn't think about that. Thanks, Sophie. I'm catching strays. No, I didn't mean it like that, Joe. Didn't mean it like that. I'm so sorry.
It's only Nancy's new bloody boyfriend. She's got a new one every week.
Alright, it'll be nice to have a proper sit-down tea.
I'd rather have a sit-down wee.
Oh, behave.
even going to go there, folks. That's why this wouldn't be a thing. Also, Americans are touchy about joking about the local shit, yeah. Like, this trauma too recent for any of it to be laughable. That is true. That is true. I have noticed a lot of sort of like Thatcher references in this so far, by the way. Which again is like the lowest hanging fruit for a sort of game set in a working class British town. Someone's gonna read that and go, "Huh, the witch is dead." It's something about Thatcher. Thatcher's dead. Like that is funny, like, but I think just saying it alone is not, unless it sort of comes out of nowhere, sort of thing. Do you remember when we were playing Pokemon? And I was like, what should we nickname this Pokemon? And someone someone on TikTok who'd never sort of chatted before, I think it was the only thing they ever said. They just shouted like Maggie in a box in all one word. I see Milk Snatcher there. Look, it says Milk Snatcher, and it said the witch is dead up there as well. And it's, and Dr. Bum Bum there. Who could forget Dr. Bum Bum? No, that's true. I've noticed you'll deal with disrespect a lot better than Americans do. I think that's probably. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, Joe. Actually, I don't know. I have no comment to make on that, unfortunately. And I wish I did, Joe, because I'm sure there's something interesting there, but I don't really know what to say about that.
I don't know, love. We have got bricks at home.
Ooh, good make though.
I'm so sorry. Couldn't do the same thing with Reagan over here. It'd not only be not funny. Sorry, it would not only not be funny, but you'd have to endure the online grift immediately. It's like, yeah. Unless it's like a little indie game or something, in which case you might get away with it, but like a sort of a larger game doing that. Maybe not. Jack, good morning, welcome in. How's it going? Good to see you. Skins GTA 6 is gonna get labelled as woke. I saw when the GTA 6 trailer came out, the sort of like your right-wing sort of grifter types. They couldn't sort of decide on a story because some of them were saying like, oh, this is too woke because you play as a woman now, but then some of them were going, actually it's not woke because the woman is conventionally attractive. And therefore we've defeated the wokies and that sort of thing. Like, they genuinely couldn't get the story straight. Almost as if they literally just talk pure shit all the time. Maybe. Right, can we go back to the mayor then? No. Beautiful how you don't feel the need to comment on everything just for the sake of commenting. Well, I wouldn't want to just say something without saying anything. I have no sort of, I have nothing to say in response to that, and not in a sort of like, that's a useless comment sort of way, and therefore I'm not going to approach it. It's more of a sort of, I don't really know. Have we done this? We have, haven't we? We have. When a big studio game does it for the USA, little or nothing lands, yeah. No, woke competition, yeah.
Aye, cracking work reclaiming my spanner from that despicable fishmonger. Unfortunately, I've just noticed my screwdriver's gone missing too. It's probably that daft lassie, Kerry, down at Price Shaggers.
Scottish folks, that's funny. Or something.
Don't put your rubbish in my bin.
I won't.
Mucky pup.
Look at that. Who does that look like? That looks like someone. And I can't remember. I can't think of who. Can't think of who. It's the one Scottish character in this, Jack. The token Scottish character. Looks like Hagrid. Looks like... How do you pronounce... Is it Queso or Casio? Simon Honeydew. That's it, Knights. That's who I'm thinking of. That's who I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Simon from Yogscast. That's who it looks like. The guy from the book, yeah. Famously, that guy. Queso. Who is... I don't even know who Queso is, to be honest with you.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. They're everywhere. Somebody must have lured them down from the roof. Can you fetch us that box of rat poison from top shelf?
Yeah, I can.
I've
Can
been
I?
on my best behaviour. I deserve a treat, not a mouse.
Jack, you loved this game, played it when it came out and never laughed so much. Is this your first playthrough? That's really interesting, Jack. And I hate to sort of do this. Because I don't want you to feel sort of awkward or anything like that, but we've just sort of spent the last hour just sort of going, we don't really find this that funny. But that's interesting, isn't it? I did say earlier as well, by the way, and I'm not just saying this now, I did say this earlier, like, it's nothing against people who find this funny. It's just not. But Jack, maybe it's because like I said, I'm from Yorkshire. Jack's the real one who won't feel... I really hope not, Jack. I think, like I said, Nerdmo played this as well, and I think Nerdmo must have found it funny, otherwise he would have fucking binned it immediately. I think it's just me. I think I'm just picking holes in it. I think quite possibly, folks, on another day, I would have maybe I'm not saying I would have found it like hilarious or anything like that, but I maybe wouldn't have been so fucking snarky the entire time. But I don't know. Maybe it is because I'm from Yorkshire, and I thought it was going to sort of maybe go into our little sort of, like I said, our sort of foibles and stuff without, like, I don't know. I don't think it helps the fact that it. I think you know what turned it for me. Do you know what turned it for me? Dr. Bum Bum.
Don't leave me with all these.
Oh, well, I got to sort them out then. I think Dr. Bum Bum was the sort of turning point. And I just went, oh no. I did like Graham Shags Moss though, Jack. That was funny. There were a few funny things in this, Jack, but they all. I found they're all sort of. Oh Jesus. They're all sort of your little writings on the wall and that sort of thing, as opposed to like the dialogue or like an action that you do. For me, at least. That's really awkward. I'm so sorry, Jack. I'm glad you liked it though. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you liked it. Absolutely. But I think the only reason we're playing it at this point is to sort of. I don't know. There are, like I said, Graham Shags Moss was funny. I'm holding out for another Graham Shags Moss sort of thing. You know, it's not landed well, but it's been a fun time. Do you know what you know what it has been, Jack? It's been a great vessel for us to have a laugh, and in a sense, does that make it a good game? Discuss. Does a game, while not maybe being so funny in itself, actually encourages us to be funny? Does that then make it a good game? It makes it a good game to stream. Killing time for the unboxing. We're going to be unboxing some Crocs soon, folks. At some point before 12:49, you'd imagine. I'll double check on that Ultra, actually, see if it's narrowed down at all. Let's have a look. Your item was received by... No. On 1st of August, that is very near me. In fact, I mentioned this place before, so I can do it again. It's in Ilkley, folks. So it is by me at the moment. And that was at 7:52 this morning. So it is here. It's not here, right? So I've got some AutoMob messages here, by the way. So we'll just go through them. Misogyny from Fruitful Space. And the fact that the middle class are vacuous cunts, TBH. I'm amazed that... I'm going to add that as a permitted term. Come on. How do I do this? Moderation. Permitted terms and phrases. So cunt was a permitted phrase, but cunts wasn't? That's weird. There you go. Oh, Jesus. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. There we go.
What on earth is this now?
I think that's exactly what friend slap games are. I don't know what that is, Night Lights.
Produce, is it?
Jasper, why on earth would I do that?
I can't turn my back for a minute in this town without one of you's
It's
pinching
been a fun time. We've had it. Do you know what? It's been a good stream, Jack. It's been a good stream. It's not like I've not enjoyed it and it's just like annoying me sort of thing.
with the head office, that's for sure.
I think it's opened up
Back to the chipple with this.
some good discussions
Anyway, thanks for that, kiddo. You have to never look back here.
that we can then sort of have a laugh about. I've been sour all day. Is that what you call a good stream? I'm having a good time, Leopard. I'm just being a bit. I'm just in a bit of a fucking snarky mood today, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. I'd like to see Shimus play this. Has Shimus streamed this? I'd like to see what Shimus has to say about this. Has Shimus ever said anything? I can imagine him sort of really sort of laying into this sort of thing. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person that would enjoy this, despite the fact that for some reason there's some sort of stereotype going around that he enjoys the works of Ian Hislop. Don't know. Oh look, someone's bum again.
Still broke.
Dora's box of patter, yeah. I would imagine Shimmers would hate this, but I think in that, Jack, would be a good stream. I think there'd be a good stream in that. So she would have a cracking time with this. A bit shite in it. Take a shot every time counts as a snarky comment. We'll be fucking passed out by now, and I do apologise for that. How do they get out of here again? Oh, that's been cut off now. Good morning, chappers. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Very British to moan at stuff and pick stuff apart. I enjoy it. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? And do you know what, folks? The devs have got their 16 quid out of this because Nightlight's gifted it to me. So I can't even get it refunded. Not least because he gifted it to me the best part of a year ago. It'd be entertaining for sure. I live for a Shimus rant. I always try to sneak in a wordplay pun, and I swear I've been evading a ban for a good while now. Sometimes you can get away with it, Jack. You can get away with it in there. Chapper says, "Here's my horrific take on this. I like this game." But that's Jack's just come in and said that like they couldn't stop laughing at this game. I don't think it's a horrific take. It's horses for courses, isn't it? But that is interesting, chappers, because you are from not terribly far from where this is sort of inspired by. So that's interesting. For unknown reasons, people say otherwise, but I think oil rig horror, the oil rig horror one is even worse. I'm not familiar with that one, Ultra. I don't think. How did I get out of here, folks? I've forgotten. All in good fun. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I get lonely sometimes.
Okay.
Oh.
I only have 20 minutes to do so. Will he actually catch up with chat before that? I'll catch up before what? 20 minutes what? I can't remember what that was in reference to. Skins. So sorry. Based in Barnsley and I'm based in Duxfield, yeah. Exactly. Well, that's fair enough. That's more than fair enough. Well, I was, but here's the thing, folks. It might be a bit of a fucking self-fulfilling prophecy, but you will remember this morning, before I started this, and I said I haven't really seen much of this, and I'm a bit worried it's going to be a sort of I'm a bit worried about the humour of it. I'm worried.
Thanks for helping me get the screwdriver
wondering
back, laddie.
if that's a bit of a sort of self-fulfilling prophecy.
But as I got back, I noticed my hammer's
I
gone
don't know.
walkies. He must have been pinched by that no-good yob, Frank. He's probably down at the brook, poaching fish as we speak.
Right, okay. Still wakes the deep. You love that game, starting to see a trend there.
Yeah, but me and ya,
Oh
mate.
no. Oh dear. East Coast people doing West Coast accents jokes are so forced it leaves you wondering who it's for. But look, if it's that thing. If we all like the same things, it'd be fucking boring, wouldn't it? Or something. I don't know how much I actually believe that. I think it'd be perfectly fine if we all like the same things, actually. But whatever. Bam.
Here he is again. Ready for another bit of fiddlesticks, are you?
When's the DLC when you go on holiday to Mallorca? I think it'd be perfectly fine if we all like the same things, actually. A British person. I don't think it would. I don't know.
Ah, hello again.
No, but you know people say that it'd be a boring world if we all like the same things. Would it? Would it be a boring world if we all liked not being a racist? I don't want to, you know, don't want to sound too goody two shoes here, but I think that'd be quite nice. No, this is the thing as well. None of us could do better. But the thing is that I know I couldn't do better, and therefore wouldn't even fucking bother trying. I wouldn't bother trying, or trying, whichever. Oh, it's out the window, isn't it? Trying. Maybe when I can't steal the pyramids. Wouldn't it be nice if we just all liked the pyramids and therefore we brought them over here or whatever? Comparing the little charming game about how odd South Yorkshire is to not being racist as well, yeah. It's not like me to take everything to its fucking logical extreme, is it? Perish the thought. Was this better than Goose Game? My headphones just did something then. What just happened then? No. Gameplay, I think, is better. I genuinely think the gameplay for this is better than Goose Game. But I think Goose Game, it sounds silly, but I think Goose Game perhaps benefits from not having any sort of dialogue or anything. But Goose Game had a better vision. I do like the art of Goose Game better. But the actual gameplay of this, I think I prefer. Can we get Stream Race 1? We will get Stream Race 1 at some point. We'll get Stream Racer on it. Oh, I don't know when, folks. I am ending a bit earlier today, so should we say like 12 or something? We can do a good couple of hours of it. What I don't want to do is jump the gun too early on Stream Racer, because then you're sort of locked into doing Stream Racer for the next 3 hours. 3 hours is a long Stream Racer session. It's best suited for maybe 2 hours tops, I think. Maybe. You like this more than Goose Game? That's fair enough, chappers. Did you pay for... I did notice you, and just double check this. You were one of the people, I believe, on Steam that have played this previously, as well as Nerdmo. And also Pip, not to call them out. Now 7 people have this on their wish list, including Nightlights, who gifted me this, but hasn't played it. Joel also has it on his wish list. I'd be interested to see what Joel thought of this. I feel like he'd fucking hate it. I think he. I don't know. I think Joel wouldn't like this. I think Joel would be a bit like me in this regard, where he's just sort of like looking for things to sort of pick holes in.
Hello.
Maybe.
I'm a worm.
Oh, that's funny. He's a worm and he talks. I think that's how I'm to get it for people I think would hate it. Is genuinely though, Nightlights, is that why you bought me this, or did you think I was gonna like properly like this? Because it's fine if you bought it thinking I would like it. It's not. I'm not sort of coming out away with this sort of thinking, oh, Nightlights thought he knew me, but actually he doesn't, because he thought I'd find this funny. Because I could well have found this funny. It's.
Apparently, he's going to Sam's for his rum.
Never. They are luscious.
It's one of those games, I think.
Well, they are luscious. No disagreement.
I love a game based on my city, but the Midlands is essentially just made up of Birmingham to non-Midlands. I mean, literally, that is true though, Sophie. There is only Birmingham there, and that's it, famously. Oh, you can't jump on that. Joel would hate this, yeah. Joel's got it on his wish list, as has Naz. Now, Naz is an interesting one. Naz, obviously, who is American, but now lives in the UK. I don't know. I think she might find it funny, possibly. I was going to say now lives in Scotland, but I believe she lives in Edinburgh. So it's not quite the same, is it? Apparently. Or something. And that's a little joke for you to take home with you at the end of the stream. Or something. Maybe. If you feel like it. I thought Nerdmo... Did Nerdmo like this? I didn't watch Nerdmo's stream because Nerdmo was like, I'm playing this, and I was like, right, well, I'm going to play this at some point, and I don't want to ruin it for me because it very much feels like a one-and-done sort of game. Same with people who play Goose Game. I never watched them stream it because I didn't know what would happen. Did Nerdmo like this?
Well, well. I never thought I'd see the day where the big man will come to me for his meat.
Or not. It's done well on Twitch, yeah, but... this game's done well on Twitch in the sense that sort of... I don't know. Folks, The Guardian rated this 5 stars. I feel like that's kind of... We just need to leave it at that. There's no point sort of...
My father, mistaking me for a small cut of venison, hung me out in smokehouse. It was nearly a day dangling over the embers before my sisters found me. By then, I was already stricken with a...
Very much a one-and-done game, yeah. 16 quid.
16 quid. Night, my father brought me and my sisters a lamb each, and but a single sheep knife between us. Mine.
I've watched Alpaca and Nerd Player and can't remember what either thought. Oh, fair enough. Say what, Rise Crack? I can't remember what I was trying to say. Club streams did well on Twitch. Yeah, I mean, that is true. I mean, DBD does well on Twitch, so I don't... yeah, that's the thing. A game doing well on Twitch, I'm not saying it doesn't count for anything, but there's a certain connotation from it. That maybe does count for something. Zoned out of it every time. These weird, surreal horror parts are my favourite, says Nightlights. Maybe I prefer it if I was paying attention to what was going on instead of having a chat with you. Tell me you're proud of me? No? No. Absolutely not. I'm curious to know what it is about the game that we're not liking. It's the humour, Jack. It genuinely is the humour. I don't mind the gameplay of it. I think the gameplay is fine. It's the humour of it. I find it... I think we said sort of at the start, it's a bit kind of... It's like those old sort of Flash animations you get 20 years ago, which, don't get me wrong, they are funny, but like, contextually, they were funny. In the set, what I mean by that is that there wasn't really stuff like that before then. Whereas this, because it's like that, and it reminds me a bit like that. It's like a mix between that and like sort of Rick and Morty a little bit for me. I never did like Rick and Morty. It just feels a bit sort of dated to me, humor-wise. I feel like, especially like I am from Yorkshire, Jack. I'm not from this bit of Yorkshire, but the other thing that I was saying is I think that there's bits of Yorkshire that you can maybe sort of. I thought it was going to point out sort of more like of our little like sort of quirks and foibles and stuff that I would find funnier than whatever the hell that was. Like that doesn't. You might not believe it, but what just happened there doesn't actually happen in Yorkshire. And maybe it was me. Maybe it's me sort of not having the right expectations for it, possibly. I don't know. But there's little throwaway lines that I find funny, like the Graham Shags Moss thing and all that sort of thing. That was funny.
I'm sure there's the number in here somewhere.
I don't know.
Ah, here it is. Pastry Pete's Premium Mixture Company. Pie mixture delivery for pies.biz.
Pastry Pete's
This is too negative and I'm off. Just hope that's alright. Oh, that's fine, chap. It's got a meeting. Enjoy your meeting, mate. We will be back from...
The number is...
We'll be back with a bit of stream, mate, so probably when you're done. Bit of Yorkshire Cal's from doesn't look like the bit. No, that is true, though. That is true, chap. I have made that abundantly clear to people. We're not... I'm not from this bit of Yorkshire. So maybe some of it's possibly lost on me as well.
2. Another 2. 6.
I don't know.
Hello, this is Pastry Pete's Premium Pastry.
The funniest thing has been me, and that's really fucking saying something.
Oh, hello, Mr. Ron. Yeah, Pastry Pete's off today. He's took Auntie Margaret down to Guernsey.
So you've forgotten my pie mix then?
I've missed some chat here. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna catch. We'll catch up on the chat first. I'm so sorry, folks. Aardman, Wallace, and Grumit's different because it's great to look at. That is true. That's very true. What would the Guardian rate this stream? I don't know, Skins. I'm not sure. You'd have to ask them. Are you a dev, mate? Oh, sorry, why is Greg asking Jack? The visual feast and the bit of hard work that goes into it elevates Wallace and Gromit for me. I can appreciate the sort of art of this in terms of like, I believe it is literally just 2 people that have written this. And I don't know if it's like a whole studio that's made the game or if it's literally just entirely developed by 2 people, but I can appreciate it for what it is in terms of like the art and maybe what it's trying to do. But maybe it's just that I'm not the target audience for it. Maybe that's what it is. Like, I can't even say that this game is bad because it's done well. And I know that's not like the complete sort of total barometer for what makes a game good or bad or not. But I couldn't sit here and say it's objectively bad. Like, it's well made. I just don't think that I'm the target audience for it. I think that's the fairest thing I can sort of say. Play Dragon Quest. Yeah, I'll play Dragon Quest, folks.
Oh no! I'm ever so sorry, Mr. Ron.
This is what happens when we distill a single large place to one set of things, yeah.
Well, you better bring us 3 big mixed boxes post haste.
Yes, I'll be right over.
This street looks like you're stuck in a Victorian era. I mean, this is what Yorkshire looks like sometimes, Sophie.
Here you go, Mr. Ron. I came as fast as I could.
They do look like, it does look like that sometimes. What the chuff?
Hello, Caroline.
I had no idea you were in the pie.
I don't know. I also think the silly little voices, it's just not my kind of thing.
Always wanted to work with Grub.
Like, I think I'd probably find this funny if everyone just had a normal voice. But I suppose maybe the normal voice wouldn't fit in with the general sort of art style of it.
Super slippy.
Like, it's all very sort of coherent.
I'm like a whippet.
Art-wise, if that makes sense. Like the sort of animation style goes with the voices and that sort of thing. I'm getting too much like a game reviewer here and I don't like it. I'm just trying to be very diplomatic because there is a little bit of a part of me that's sort of like I have just spent the last 2 hours just sort of going I don't like this but we're still playing it. And I feel a little bit bad about it. There was a game that I played before that I properly didn't like and it wasn't even that like I'm playing it and I'm enjoying it. It was like I'm playing it and I wasn't enjoying it. And at the end of it, someone who was watching me for the first time got really fucking annoyed at me because I finished it and I was like, I didn't enjoy that. And they got like seriously fucking annoyed at me. That was like, they were like sort of, well, why have you played it if you've not enjoyed it then? And I thought it was going to be good. I thought there was going to be like a twist at the end that sort of made it good, and it didn't happen. And it didn't, and they got properly annoyed at me. And that game was the beginner's guide, if you've played that. And I played it because it was made by the same people who did the Stanley Parable, which is one of my favourite games. I did like that. Sorry, I need to be pressing buttons here. What would be your IGN review rating so far? Do they do it out of 10, Jack? I'm not an IGN reader, I'm afraid. Is that out of 10? I could give an objective rating to this, and I could give a subjective rating to this, to be fair.
Oh dear, right.
And they'd be two very different scores. I just think this misses the mark for me personally. But I don't think it's a bad game.
It doesn't matter now, Florence.
Hate playing's basically modern gaming. Fever and COD, yeah. Yeah. What do you think about the Tannoy jokes in the 2 Point games? I quite like them, Ultra. I quite like the Tannoy jokes. In fact, you just reminded me, I've got to post a YouTube short tonight that is one of the Tannoy jokes. I quite like them. 2 points, got a good sense of humour, I think. I love the 2 Point games because they're not trying too hard, and they're not sort of too lol random things. They're like actually sort of functional jokes. There's the one I'm going to post a short about. It's the one about the fellow who wins the lottery. And he says, he says, oh, it's not going to change me at all, and then it says,
Now, love, I know you've told me before.
he said as he's flying around in his gold-plated hover car, and then you go, oh, that's funny, but then they say at the end, just like he's always done, and then that sort of elevates it to like a good joke, like a pretty good joke. But like you say, Ultra, the thing with 2 Point is, after a while, they get a bit... Obviously, you hear them over and over again, they might get a little bit annoying, but there's not a lot you can do about that, really. Jokes aren't really built for you to hear them over and over again, apart from, like, Wisecrack's classic Cargo Room and Brad Pitt Stop. You know? Sit for Beginner's Guide's better than playing it yourself, yeah. But it's just, the Beginner's Guide was trying to do too much. I think it was, I don't know if anyone else has played the Beginner's Guide, but it very much felt like I'm 14 years old and this is deep sort of game for me. I didn't like the direction it was going in. Hating a game because there was no twist at the end of a great bit. No, but it was like... Maybe that's simplifying it, Wisecrack. It was a game where, like, the narration is sort of going somewhere. It's a very narrative-heavy game, and you sort of just walk. It's like a walking simulator sort of thing. But it's building up to this thing, and I'm sort of thinking, surely it's not going to be this really obvious thing where you sort of just go, oh, for fuck's sake. There's got to be sort of like a twist, because it's maybe the same people who made the Stanley Parable, which is full of that sort of clever, like, narrative sort of thing. And I thought maybe once we get to the end, it's going to switch a bit, and then, or maybe at a certain point it's going to switch a bit, and we're going to get into sort of like the proper sort of meat and drink of it. But the game just sort of ends, and you go, like, oh, that was it. I don't know if anyone else has played it and sort of knows where I'm coming from with that. But yeah, there's not enough of the jokes, is there, Ultra, in 2 Point? That's a shame. I might try the museum one at some point. I would like to. I went to Elden Ring hating Dark Souls games because of the specific way it guides you into playing, but Elden Ring completely changed my mind. I mean, that's fair enough. I have missed some chat here. I'm so sorry, folks. Do you actually like the Stanley Parable? Because this feels very Stanley Parable. I love the Stanley Parable. It's one of my favourite game skins. I don't think this is very similar at all. I don't think this... The Stanley Parable doesn't try too hard to sort of be... a bit sort of like lol random Dr. Bum Bum. I keep going back to Dr. Bum Bum, which I know is just one joke in this, or one attempt at a joke at least, but it's sort of symptomatic of the whole thing. Stanley Parable doesn't sort of go Dr. Bum Bum or anything like that. You know, I don't know. Stanley Parable's very much about work and being stuck in that endless hell. This is making fun of people stuck in endless hell. I mean, I suppose Fruits. I've not even really thought about this that much in terms of sort of the deeper meanings of it. But I don't know. I don't even think my sort of thoughts about this go that sort of deep. My thoughts for this are very surface level, because if you don't like the surface level, what's the point of going deeper? Or something. That sounded smart in my head. What did you think of Superliminal? I like Superliminal, but that's just a puzzle game. There's no real fucking narrative to that. Apart from, I mean, there is a little bit, but I didn't really listen to it because I don't really give a shit about that sort of thing. Too many games have a narrative where they don't need it. Like Superliminal, that's perfectly fine as a puzzle game. You don't need to have a narrator doing all this stupid sort of just wake up sort of bollocks. Not necessary. Just make it a puzzle game and don't put any fucking narrative in it, and it's fine. I've said that about a lot of games. There's loads of games that I've played where I've been like, this does not need to have like a narrative to it. It just needs to be a little stupid puzzle game. A lot of games could learn from that, just being what it is instead of like having this sort of lore and overarching sort of story to it. A game can just be its own little thing. Fucking hell. The From Software games ain't for me. I get too frustrated and don't find it fun, but I appreciate it and obviously don't think the bad game's just not for me. Yeah, I don't like those sort of things either. I don't like games that are sort of deliberately hard. I just don't find it interesting. It just feels like a chore. Do generally play each once because I'm a game addict, but the whole culture around them's not for me either. Yeah. Not enough Bum Bum in Stanley Parabum for me. No, you're right. Do you think Cal would like Wonder Stop, says Gundy. Why would I like that, Gundy? Do you actually think I'd like that? Because the amount of times someone said to me, oh, I think you'd like this, and it turns out that it's not that they think I would like it, it's that they like it, and they want me to try it. Is that the one that I watched you play, Gundy? I don't know, Gundy. I did see you play that. And again, I don't think it's a bad game. I did say this yesterday, though. I genuinely don't think I'm much of a gamer these days. Like, there's games like that where I look at it and I just go... like, I'm just... I like my little simulators and I like my management games. And I like the little games where you just fuck about for a couple of hours. But anything sort of heavier than that, anything with sort of more substance where you're actually doing loads of stuff and it takes like hours and all that sort of thing, I'm just not interested anymore. Those days are long gone, I'm afraid. I can get up there, like, it's a bit annoying. I don't know. My high type mark for comedy in games is probably Portal 1. Portal's alright, but I mean, I don't like Portal because I'm not good at the puzzles. But I think that's a valid reason for me to not like something. That's why I've never streamed Portal. I'm not good at the puzzles. I just get frustrated too much. But again, that we sort of circle back to me not being much of a gamer there. These things just don't interest me these days. Jake on staff wants to be a storyteller, yeah. Don't fucking write a story then. Don't subject us all to it in Superliminal of all things. Just doesn't need it. Just wildly unnecessary.
High in carbs, higher in oil.
You know? It's relaxing your vibe. I mean, it may be Gundy, but it just looks like it's too much. I don't know. Like I said, I watched you play it, and I don't think it's a bad game. But I never had that sort of like...
In the bun of the burger that I enjoy.
Oh yeah, I'd get into this sort of thing.
It's all for sale. What Karen would have wanted.
I've been tipped off that someone's selling counterfeit goods here at the market.
Right, okay. We'll sort that then. Any new Dinkum style games? No, I think they've all sort of fucking died out. There's that Hello Kitty one, but I've not really seen any of that. I'd like to try that. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I would like to try that. But it's not really been on sale for sort of a reasonable price for me, considering I looked at it, how long to beat. Apparently the game's like less than 20 hours. And they charge, it's like 35 quid for it. It's just, that transaction's just not worth it for me. Unfortunately. I don't know. Ultra's saying yesterday, like, is there anything new that's on anything on your wish list that you actually want? And I sort of look at my wish list and I just go, not for the prices they are at the moment, certainly not. No. And if there was, I'd probably buy them. But I have got a rank. There is a ranking on my wish list, which is roughly in order of like how much I want to buy those games. But I think Fable's the top of it, and that's not even out yet. And then you've got the Hello Kitty game and Planet Coaster 2 and stuff, but they're all like I'm not bothered just yet. I think by the time I want to get round to play Planet Coaster 2, I'll probably be able to get it on sale for about 10 quid. I just don't want to play it yet. I'm just not in that sort of frame of mind to delve into that sort of thing. You know.
Oh, me weenie sausage meal. Blooming heck.
The Promise Mascot Agency might be over. Explore a cursed Japanese town, rescue mascot friends, and come to the rescue when disaster strikes. This sounds like there's too much of a story, Knights. Solve the mystery of your exile. Narrative adventure? No. Sorry. Sorry. No.
Rog, relax yourself. You're making a mess
I'm just not. Do you know what the thing is as well, though? Is that I've not been in the mood for that sort of game for ages. Unless it's a franchise I'm already invested in. Pokemon's fine. Like, I'm invested in Fallout. I like my Fallout games and that sort of thing. But any sort of new kind of narrative-heavy game, I'm just sort of going... It's not something that I want to get into.
We did everything we could.
I don't know why they've not made a Doctor Who game. That's good. I know they've made Doctor Who games.
What's that?
They need to make a Doctor Who Telltale game.
He's got a big head and he's a massive bell end.
That was funny. I'll give him that.
Hurry up, Palins. That pool isn't going to pay itself.
I forgot they were remaking Fable. Yeah, it looks like it'd be quite good.
Sorry, mister. It's company policy.
I was partially looking forward to it because it looks like it's pissing off the right people.
Never mind them, love. I like it.
Contemplated life to place in the universe because of this. Yeah, skins. I mean, is that the sign of a good game or not?
Too big.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Dribble back and forth in portal once between you and the all-seeing robot controlling everything, trying to stop you escaping. It's generally good. Got a few real gems.
Too big.
I do like watching people play Portal.
Right then, Rog. I'll see you next week.
Okay. It's a bit GTA, a bit Animal Crossing. Oh, I'll take a look at it. I think there's a lot of people that have recommended games to me on the basis of the art style, which is odd.
I've never liked to look a clock in the face.
A bit stiff. Hang on a minute. These watches are painted up.
Trying to get in there. Stop talking over the law, I'm sorry. I would if it was interesting.
I'm Riggedy Bean Tin. Hear my breath. Bring me beans or bring me death.
I can't bring myself to laugh at this stuff, I'm sorry. The bit where he said he was a massive bellend was funny. What does it say about me that the two bits that I've laughed at the most in this is someone calling someone a massive bellend and also someone Graham shags Moss? What does that say about me?
Any sign of knockoffs?
They got Merchant into like the second Portal game. Instantly became mega forced. Oh, did it? I've played Portal 2 on stream with Yogurt. We did co-op for a bit. But
Better here than in the dump.
I never went back to it. It's just that after a while the puzzles just start to grate on me a little bit. Do you know? It's okay. I haven't laughed at any of this so far, says Sophie. Wow. I mean, fair enough. What do you mean you've not even left at quality watches, but quality's in quote marks, so you know it's heavily implied that they're not actually quality? Is that not funny to you, Sophie? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Sophie, if you don't find that funny? What about this wanted sign that says wanted for crime? I just laugh at your audio levels generally. What's wrong with my audio levels, Wisecrack? You know I'm really fucking insecure about that, mate. What's wrong with my audio levels? You better have a serious fucking answer for that, mate. Or you're out of here. Really insecure? Go left! You fuck off. Go left. Alright, mate. I'll go left. Say you said what for crime actually got a chuckle out of me. So the way we're going to make you laugh at this, Sophie, is I'm just going to repeat the jokes to you. But in a sort of like deadpan kind of way. And hopefully you'll find that funny. You just have to give me a moment, folks, while I look around for a joke in this. Might take me a few minutes. Can you re-gift Steam games? Sadly not. What about Porky Knobbers? That's funny. He says knob. No? Or Sam loves rumps. That's funny. Again, bums. And there's a bum there as well, look. Soph came in strong with Angel Delight on day one and has risen up the ranks ever since. I fucking love Angel Delight. You had a big bowl recently. What flavour? What's your favourite flavour of Angel Delight? Oh, can you slap the arse nights? That's... How droll. How droll is that?
Oh, my big bag.
Shit, smacky, but sorry, I can't believe that got me of all things. I can't believe that got me. Shit. And you know it's funny as well because I've actually laughed at that, even though I'm sort of trying not to laugh at the game at this point. Because I'm anytime I laugh at the game, I lose a bit of credibility. Closed due to smacky bum bums. Come on, mate, you're better than that. I'm so sorry, Leopard. Sorry I've let you down, mate. Doing anything with this? Oh no.
The beans are on the windowsill.
Excuse me, young man. Get off my soiled clothes. I'm trying to sleep over here in my old-fashioned nightcap.
Oh. Nice.
The croc delivery window is about to open. The croc delivery window's been open since 8:49 Ultra. Technically, if we're gonna 8:49 to 12:49. I'm just double checking it and seeing what's happened. It's now due for delivery today. It could have turned up before the stream started. I think what you've got. I know why you said that, Ultra. It probably will turn up. I didn't think it would turn up at 8:49 this morning because the Royal Mail people normally turn up sort of late afternoon, early. I mean, so late morning, early afternoon. So I imagine they will probably turn. If I had to guess, I think they'll turn up between 12 and 1. If I had to guess, but it could be. I think they turn up in the last hour.
Hey, my plea.
Between 12 and 12:49. Oh, it's because I'm senile. I don't know. But I did say in Discord yesterday, didn't I? I did say in Discord. I think late morning, early afternoon. Why are you upset that you laughed at something? Can we interrogate that? I'm not actually upset, Skins. Don't worry about it, mate. I'm just doing a little bit of a joke. Do you know it's unusual for this stream for me to do that, but I'm very aware that I've just sort of sat here and for 2.5 hours and gone, I don't find this game very funny, and then I've just laughed quite solidly at something that, of all the fucking things it could have had in it, it had bombs in it, which I explicitly said wasn't funny earlier. And I'm just sort of pointing out the irony of that, but in a sort of self-deprecating kind of way. Which is also funny now that I've explained it as well. It's unusual. It is unusual, isn't it, Skins? And I can understand your confusion there. And that is fair enough. No, Skins, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, though. Like, if I am actually enjoying it, that is only a good thing. And that is fucking fair enough. I totally agree with you, mate. I totally agree with you. Can we not go to the other side? I'm generally like that, Skins. I can sit there and go like, oh, this game's crap or whatever. And I have done that with games in the past. But at the same time, like, if there is something in it that I'm enjoying, like, I do have to be sort of fair and point that out. But I'm hoping we can appreciate the irony of me going, Dr. Bum Bum is not funny, and I can't believe anyone would find this funny. And then I just laughed at something that said closed due to smacky bum bums. You know. Oh, that's for you, Ultra. Sorry. Oh, fair enough then. I see. Eating baked beans naked from the waist down is Yorkshirean. No night lights. But to someone who, this is the thing, to someone who's not from Yorkshire, they might see that and go, oh, yeah, that's so true. They all do that, don't they? They all do that. Isn't that a good laugh? Fuck knows what the thumbnail for this is going to be, because I really don't want people to sit here and watch the VOD for it and it's just me shitting on it for 3 hours. I might actually have to sort of add something to the thumbnail that just sort of indicates that actually this isn't my cup of tea, so to speak. Tea Yorkshire. Have you played the Japanese puzzle one where you roll around collecting things? Oh, Ultra! Our good pal Nightlights in the chat here has been suggesting that game to me to the point where I genuinely think he's like got some sort of fucking affiliate link ready to send me when I go I'm ready to buy this game. And he's gonna make like 10% commission on it or something like that. Like he simply will not shut up about it. He sent me the trailer for it, and I think he's mentioned it in about 3 or 4 streams in the last couple of weeks. I might give it a go at some point, we'll see. It looks like the sort of game I might like. So I won't definitely say yes, but I certainly won't rule it out. Decode, welcome in. We smacky bum bums on this fine Friday. It's Yorkshire Day as well. Decode, apparently. Which, seems like it means something, but I can assure you it really doesn't. I truly am seeing how also not been in it. No, that's fair enough. And this has also been happening in DMs, Ultra, to be fair. So, you know. I mean, you certainly weren't to know in that regard. Baked beans or beans on toast for you guys is like burgers for us. It sort of is, Skins, yeah, it sort of is. I suppose. I don't quite know what I'm supposed to be doing here, to be honest with you folks. People from Yorkshire are freaks, that is true, Sophie, though. That is one thing they've got right.
Looks like we just missed him by a truncheon's breadth.
Okay. Where do I go from here? I've forgotten. I think I've scuppered it because I've suggested it 3 times in 1 week. Well, this is the thing, like, the more that people suggest something for me to do, the more I'm gonna just go, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. I do have that sort of thing in me, unfortunately. I don't know what you'd call it. But if someone goes like, "Oh, you should do this," it's like, no. It's like when people backseat and people tell me what to do, and my immediate thought is to just be like, right, I'm gonna do everything but what you've just told me to do, even though that's not really the same thing. Demand avoidance, yeah. But it's almost out of spite, Fruits, rather than it being like a sort of, I don't know. It's like a spiteful demand avoidance. Don't smite me. I'll fucking spite you all I want, mate. I would argue it's the game that makes players smile most. I'll look into it. The more people that suggest it out of nowhere as well, the more likely I am to take a look at it at least. So, you know. Having said that, people did that with fucking Goose Game as well, which was fine and interesting. He says while he has a big fucking yawn. I have heard the music's meant to be good. I believe the music inspired the music for the Lovely City game or whatever it's called. Lovely Planet. The Lovely Planet games that I've got. And I love the soundtrack for those. That sort of like kind of, I don't know what you call it. I don't really know what the sort of genre is called, to be honest with you. But I think I would like the music for it. I forget that you don't like that pressure. I certainly don't, mates. It's alright, it's less that, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. Something to bring up in therapy, I suppose. Oh, I was on something slapping that seagull. Right, let's do that again then. There are a few games named after songs. Like what? I have heard about the soundtrack for this. Yeah, it's meant to be sort of... Can I not do anything here? It's just like that's the summer wine it is a little bit, isn't it? What a show that was. Has anyone done that on stream yet? We just watch episodes of Last of the Summer Wine. Sorry. I should know better after like 4 years. I don't know. Like, I don't mind suggestions and stuff. Like, I don't see it in the same way that I see backseating, if that makes sense. Like, I don't see it as a sort of, oh, someone's telling me to do this, therefore I've got a bit of an obligation to do it, otherwise I look like a bit of a prick. Like, it is just a suggestion. I think the thing as well is that, like, I thought possibly that, like, maybe people generally understood the sort of games that I like. And that's why I started that Tuesday thing a few years back. Because I thought, oh, people will just pick the games that they think I like, because I don't really know any of these games, and therefore I'll probably end up liking them. And I did the Tuesday thing for like 5 or 6 weeks, and I don't think there was a single game in it that I enjoyed. I think the closest that we got was like Bee Simulator or something like that, which I didn't really enjoy. It was just sort of passable. You know, it is also funny when I don't like them to watch, I suppose, but it's not funny to play. If that makes sense. I don't. Like I said, that sort of thing where I know we're doing it right now, like, but that sort of it's like I'm not enjoying playing this, by the way. Like I said, I like the gameplay. It's more the humour of it that I don't enjoy. But when I play this beginner's guide, and I didn't enjoy that. I think the same thing happened when I played Dragon Age. Someone came in and was like, oh my god, it's your first time playing Dragon Age? And I was like, yeah, I don't really like this, but people asked me to play it, so I'm giving it a go. And they got annoyed as well. And they were like, why are you playing it then? I'm out of here. Sort of thing. And I was like, alright, fair enough then. So that's why I largely stopped doing that sort of thing. Because I thought it was going to be more interesting than it was. It ended up just sort of being like people voting for the game that I like the least, and then me just sort of going, I don't like this. What the fuck did you expect? You know? Monkey Ball. Remember Monkey Kickoff on Miniclip Leopard? Do you remember that? Still not a seagull. I need to look for that seagull again, I think. Oh, excuse me. Oh. The Tuesday memories. Yeah, it was a good feature then, wasn't it? It had potential. It just went down a different way than I thought it would, you know. Is what it is. Is there a possibility that everyone purposefully chose games you'd hate? I mean, that is exactly what happened, Fruits. Pretty much. Give me a second. I've still got the channel on Discord. I can have a look. Tuesday. Let's have a look. So, for example, there was a week where the choices were Lake, Medieval Dynasty, Morrowind, and Terraria. And Morrowind won. Which is probably fair enough. That was probably the one I'd like most out of that. These were done, for those who don't know, this was like, I had a list of like 50 or 60 games that I had, but I'd never played, or they were on Game Pass. And I spun a wheel and I picked 4 choices every week, and then people would vote on which one for me to play. Then there was Bugsnax, Frostpunk, Genshin, and Railway Empire. And people picked Genshin for some reason, despite the fact I hated that. This one's the worst one. This one definitely is the worst one. The choices were Oxygen Not Included, Starbound, Red Dead Online, and Dead by Daylight. And people picked Dead by Daylight for me to play, and not Red Dead Online. I'd never played Red Dead Online at that point. I'd never played Red Dead Online, or Red Dead Redemption 2, or any Red Dead Redemption. And people went, oh, you know what? You can play Dead by Daylight instead. Bee Simulator, BioShock, Just Cause 4, and Tropico 6. And people picked Bee Simulator, with BioShock as the backup, which we then went to because Bee Simulator lasted about 2 hours. Now, looking back at that, I probably would have enjoyed Tropico the most out of any of those. And I probably would have picked Tropico and then Just Cause 4 and then BioShock and then Bee Simulator. So it's literally the opposite of what I would have wanted. Madness. Absolute madness. So that's why I gave up that sort of feature. Democracy simply doesn't work, folks. You know? Monkey Ball fucks my mind up. I can't do it. I'm not familiar with Monkey Ball. I believe you're about 30 minutes over the period where you could have refunded this. I couldn't have refunded it anyway, Skins, unfortunately, because Knights gifted it to me about... probably about 10 months ago. And I've just been sat on it ever since. Red Dead Online's great on a private server. That's exactly what I do, Skins. With the little file thing that you can... the little thing you add to a file that makes you go your own little private server. That's what I've been doing. It's absolutely fantastic. I absolutely adore that game. I'm at a point now where I'm sort of like, I'm not sure what there's much to do in it because they haven't really updated it that much. There's still plenty to, I just like exploring in that game because it's such a beautiful game. But people would rather me play Dead by Daylight, apparently. So, you know. But yeah, I love Red Dead Online. As long as you're in your own little server and you're not in like a public server where everyone fucking has hacks and cheats and stuff and kills you all the time, it's really good. You've not tried it? It's a game changer, Ultra. The game's so much nicer when you don't have to fucking deal with actual other people, and you can have it as well. So basically, like, there's a little file basically, and you add like your own little password to it, And if you know people that have that sort of same like password, then you all get chucked in the same server, so you can just play it with friends if you want. I like the chaos. I didn't mind the chaos of it, Ultra, until it was like every other lobby I was going in, there was hackers killing me. That's what started to grate on me. It was like I'd leave like a saloon and then like I'd just instantly be killed by something. That's what I didn't like. Pardon the pun, but it's a little bit of a Wild West in that regard. I just didn't find it interesting. But when it's not like that, like when I first played it and I was in a server where it was actually just like normal people, I quite liked it. I wouldn't mind doing the RPing of it if it. I think I've said before I was invited to do RP in it on one of these servers, and I went into the server and and the first thing was that pretty much everyone that was in that server that I'd heard of were people that I'd not heard of in about 4 years on Twitch, and people that I'd just decided that I didn't really enjoy the company of. And then the other thing was I read the rules for the RP server and they were so fucking like oppressive that I was just like, this is not going to be interesting for me, because you've set out so many rules that I don't really have a lot of freedom to do anything vaguely interesting. Like, it's actually going to be quite boring for me to do this. So I would like to start like in the future, like in the far future, I'd love to like start an RP server just with like us lot and that sort of thing, maybe on GTA or whatever, but like it would be a lot looser. Like, you're allowed to break the fourth wall and you're allowed to sort of break character and have a laugh and that sort of thing. But you've still got a character who like has like a certain job and has like a storyline and that sort of thing. But you're just allowed to sort of break out from that every now and then, and like have a bit of a laugh about it and sort of. But like this server I was in, it's like you can't do any of that. You've got to have a name approved by us. You can't give your character a stupid name. And I was like, I was going to call my character Thomas Foolery. It was going to be called Tom Foolery. And that wouldn't have been allowed because it's too stupid a name. You have to have a normal name. And it was just like, oh, forget it then. It's too fucking. I'm sure there's people that love that sort of thing, but for me, it's too sort of. There's too many rules. It's too like you've got to have your mic on at all times. It's like, well, what if I don't want to have my fucking mic on? Like, what's the problem with that? So I just went, I'm not interested. I need to catch one chat here. Sorry. I've missed so much chat. I play DBD from time to time, and the game breaks somehow. Don't know why I keep going back, comparing it to other games. It's an absolute shambles. We talked a lot about DBD yesterday. Jack, it's not my cup of tea, unfortunately. But yeah, I did play it once, and I didn't dislike it. I think it'd be fine with friends, but I wouldn't like playing it online. Tropico is better than average jokes wise. I do think I've seen a little bit of Tropico, but not a lot of it. I do think I'd like Tropico. It's also my kind of like sort of city buildy, management-y, slightly political sort of game, which I think I'd quite enjoy. Yeah. And also the fan base for DBD, yeah, you're absolutely right. It's just like, I'm not interested. Ultra got banned because of mentioning AI art usage in the mobile game. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's very stupid. Sort of bending over backwards, people doing to protect the precious little fucking DBD of all things, hide and seek for goths. Too much wokeness, says Cal. I have to have a crack at it, says Fruits. What crack at what? Sorry, Fruits. I can't remember what that was in reference to, because I was having a big fucking moan or rant about something, presumably. Welcome back, chappers. I'd like to do RP, but all the randos are piss takers, so I'd love to be in character working. It'd be nice, wouldn't it, chappers? It was just like us, and there's just like maybe like, I don't know, maybe there'd be only like 7 or 8 of us on a server at any one time, for example. There wouldn't be that many. But once you start, like at this server, like I'm sure the people in it were lovely and stuff, but there was just too many rules. And I like the idea of a server where it's just a bit of a laugh. and you don't take it too seriously. And it's still RP, and you're still your character, and you're doing the job and stuff. But like, I want it to have like stupid jokes and stuff. Like, I don't know. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Like, but just like little sort of like daft sort of fourth wall breaks and that sort of thing. I think it'd be quite funny. But I can sort of do that in Red Dead Online without doing like setting up a whole RP server. So if you're in your own little private server, so yeah. Fucking thought police RP server. It's just it's. I get why they have those rules, because it stops people from like, they've probably had like less rules than that, and then someone's like slightly pushed a rule, and they've had to like rewrite it to make it a little bit more like, okay, you definitely can't do this sort of thing. But they've just done it so often that it to anyone new coming in, it just feels very sort of what's the word? Like there's no real sort of freedom to it. Playing a voice is so awkward and bad. I don't know. I don't know, Skins. It depends if you're taking it seriously or not. Like if you're taking it seriously, I find it a bit sort of, it's a bit much. But if you're just role playing as like I'm playing as a little character and I'm doing a daft little accent, like a daft little sort of American accent. I did specify American then because I didn't want someone to me thinking daft accents, me doing like a fucking problematic accent. But I need my mic on so when I'm fishing, other people can say, Sophie, please don't say that. I'm very sensitive about that moment that happened. That is on YouTube, by the way, folks. It's got exclamation point YouTube. Should I see if I can find that moment on YouTube, actually? Should we see if we can watch it? Should we give it a go? I don't know if people have seen this, because this was several years ago now. The only proper way to do roleplay is in text. What the fuck are you getting out of mic roleplay? I mean, I don't know. Funny voices, I suppose, Skins. I don't know. But what I don't like, Skins, is the idea that, like, oh, for fuck's sake, is my fucking router died? Oh, shit. Hang on.